Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Treasure Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to your turkey dinner tarot spread. So happy Thanksgiving to those of you that celebrate. And if you don't, this is basically just going to be another reading. So I hope that you enjoy it. Just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. The decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below. And today's Organite is called the Lion Tower Buster, created by Michele from Belle's Wing and Bell. So let's get into it, you guys. We're going to take a look and see what is the appetizer, a sneak preview of the year to come. So let's look at this energy. What is the energy here of a sneak preview of the year to come? I almost said the world. The year to come. This right here is called the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Let's take a look and see what is a sneak preview of the year to come. Hey, we have the arts. This is awesome. So if some of you guys have some sort of a creative idea or some sort of creative project, you're a creative person, you're going to be expressing yourself with these creative talents, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to involve, the arts, but it could just be anything that, a skill, something that you've been working on. You're going to be sharing it with the world. People are going to be seeing, things through your creations or your services, something that you provide. This could also be you stepping into your purpose and your mission, doing something on the side that you really enjoy, etc. But this could be something as small as you're just doing some crafts, you're just doing some things that you enjoy, and it's bringing a lot of happiness to your life. So that's awesome. This right here is called the Power of Surrender Oracle cards. Let's see what else is a theme for the sneak preview of your year to come. Love that. Surrender to joy. Heck yeah. This says here a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling, which could just be expressing yourself, maybe learning to play a musical instrument or, writing, creating things, works of art, whatever it is. But it does say indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So I feel like you guys are just going to feel a lot more happier, a lot more positive. You're going to shift some sort of mindset is what I'm picking up on the most. You're going to realize that life is just too short to be miserable and unhappy all the time. You're going to, in a way, force that mindset to focus on the more positive things that life has to offer. Okay, so this particular deck, what is this called? I don't know, actually. So it's going to be down below. Sorry, guys, I'm navigating 4 kittens here running around. Let's see what else. All right, what do we got here? I'm just surrendering to the joy of them running around, even though it's a total pain in the ass, but I'm just surrendering to the experience. Okay, let's see. Hey, we have Kiwi. It says, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Okay, so some of you guys are going to also be maybe getting more in touch with taking some time for you, making time for you every single morning, maybe starting off your day with some meditation or like a little peaceful walk or something like that. But you're going to be taking some, like a little recharge every single day for yourself. And maybe that's going to be like a New Year's resolution. It's kind of like, what? I refuse to wake up every day and just immediately go into stress or my responsibilities. I'm instead going to take 5 minutes out of my day and do this. It could be something very small like that, but it's going to be detrimental to your mental health, and it's actually going to raise your vibration and lift your spirit. So it's definitely a must for the coming year, okay? So let's go ahead and go into this deck here, which is called the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot, and see what is a sneak preview of the year to come. We have the Two of Earth. I feel like you guys are going to be reprioritizing, okay, because that's what it says, but see, finding more play. So you're going to find a way, if you work a lot of hours, you're going to find a way to make sure that you carve out time for fun. This might be a foreign concept to you, but you're going to do it because, again, you realize that life is too freaking short, okay? So I feel like you guys are going to be, maybe if you are, you have a day job, you're going to do something on the side that's going to create more of maybe going into something that you've always wanted to do, such as, a creative business, or maybe selling some sort of products or doing something fun on the side in addition to what you do now. So that is what's happening. And I like that for you guys. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Water, emotions, relationships, and intuition. So first of all, you're into the relationship that you have with your higher power, your higher self, your intuition, just your spiritual connection is going to be very strong. You're going to put a lot of priority onto that. There could be a lot of priority of investing in your own cup instead of worrying about relationships. But this is definitely a feeling of happiness, wholeness, and also a lot of new offers coming in the form of connection. So there could be a new connection on the horizon for you next year, an entirely new situation. But to me, it's, happiness all around. Wow. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Some of you could meet your life partner next year, somebody that you will become either committed to or married to, living with, building a business partnership with. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be just a friendship, coming together with a soul family member and creating a business, maybe even working from home. But this is definitely doing something that you love and focusing on the blessings in your life rather than focusing on what you don't have. You're choosing to shift your mindset and focus on things that bring you joy and happiness, positive things. It's not about pretending that shitty things aren't happening. It just means like you're making that conscious choice to focus instead on what you can do instead of what you can't do, and focusing on, saying things, making statements in gratitude versus complaining. You're just making a switch, and it's actually bringing a lot more love and peace and happiness and joy into your life. So the fact that this is coming through, you guys, this tells me you're exchanging some sort of a bad habit for a positive one, and things are changing, especially in the area of love and relationships. So a possible new relationship, very fulfilling on the horizon next year, or just enjoying your life, loving your life, doing what you love to do. Hey, sounds fantastic. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Now we're going to go into the energy of grace, which is a valuable lesson that you have encountered this year. So what valuable lesson wants to come through? Something that we needed to learn, had to learn, something very valuable. Let's look. All right. Hey, we have true love. So Guinevere, it says, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver a great love to you. Okay, this is cool, because what this is telling me is a few things. Some of you guys may have had to go through hell in relationships, okay? Whatever has got your heart, maybe somebody who's broken your heart, something that has inspired you, spoken to you this year, is a very valuable thing, because the universe is now going to deliver a great love to you, the love that you've always been looking for. Now, it could be the greatest love of all is happening to me because it's inside of me, Whitney Houston, that sort of thing. As in, we learn how to love ourselves. Sorry, the cat almost dumped this whole thing. Learn how to love ourselves, and that love right there is the greatest love of all. And this propels, vibrationally for the universe to bring great love to us, because we're on that vibration of loving ourselves and really experiencing that divine connection with ourselves and our higher power and the universe, etc. So it creates like a magnet of all these other wonderful things of that same vibration. So that's what I'm getting here for that. So I feel like get ready. If you guys are single and you want love and you're looking for love, I'm getting here it's happening next year. That's fantastic. But you had to go through something first. You had to go through hell in a relationship or a heartbreak to get to this great love that is actually going to be delivered to you next year. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what else. The joy of 4 kittens running around, destroying my reading setup. I love it. You see how I'm shifting my mind and I'm shifting my perception of things? I'm not flipping out. Not really. Okay, let's see. Hey, surrender to your full power. So it says your life is calling you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So some of you guys are stepping back into your power. You're taking back your power from maybe somebody that you've given it to, maybe somebody that broke your heart, etc. You instead are deciding to grow stronger from the loss. And you're also going to learn everything that you can about maybe what you could have done differently, or maybe where you weren't being authentic or honest with yourself or someone else. You're going to learn from that experience. And instead of blame or stay a victim, you're going to learn from it and you're going to resurrect from that situation. So I think that that's wonderful. All right, let's see what animal wants to come through. We have the rattlesnake. Oh my gosh, the experiences that you've presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. So first of all, I'm getting two things. You needed to go through something with someone in order to heal a trauma, okay? And it was painful, but it was necessary in order for you to get to the next step in your life to where now you're ready for real, true, divine love, period. Okay, you needed to clear it. Somebody helped you out. A snake, perhaps, somebody that lied to you, deceived you, etc. But what does the snake do? Sheds its skin. Now you're ready to shed this old situation. When you leave it behind this year and you enter into a new year, new you, there's going to be a new love that is presented to you. Now, it could just be, it has nothing to do with another person. This is everything to do with the relationship that you have with yourself. So you're shedding old skin and you're stepping into your full power, and you now are going to be able to do something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you've always wanted to fulfill your purpose and mission that involves something specific. Maybe you felt like you could never do that, but now you have the confidence and the power and the strength to move mountains, to make things happen. So you had to go through something pretty significant and challenging to get to this point. So try to look at it as necessary lessons for healing, growth, and ascension. All right, let's see what else. Oh my gosh, I feel like a lot of you guys, this is romantic. Doesn't have to be for everybody, but there is a romantic person on the horizon. This is Pisces energy. You could meet this person in Pisces season, which would be like February or something like that, a little bit of March. Yeah. So this is the new person, if that's what you guys are looking for. They're showing up this next year. They're coming through. Ooh, and we have the Lion, Leo's energy. Could be a Leo too, could be Leo season, but this is masculine energy coming in. If you're a feminine, this is somebody who's coming in. You're going to recognize this person. You're going to maybe feel like you've known them before. You're going to recognize their soul. You're going to recognize the connection. It's going to feel very familiar to you, but it's going to be very positive and uplifting, you guys. This is not someone that's going to trigger you. This is not some trauma bond. This is not a karmic partner. This is the real deal. This is someone who's bringing light and growth to your life in a positive way. They're inspiring you to be your best self. You're shining with this person. You're not dimming your light to be with them, okay? And they're not stealing your light either. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo's energy. And I feel like because you have discovered a lot about yourself, this person has too. This is somebody who might be older than you. Maybe there's some sort of a teacher. They're coming in to teach you something. They have something of value to shed light on your life. You have some sort of spiritual awakening or epiphany when you meet this person. But there's definitely something here where you guys have both done a lot of work on yourselves, and now you've arrived at this destination where you're both ready now for this connection. But I feel like there's a spiritual teacher, or there's some sort of an element of teacher-student where you are learning something very valuable from each other, and the universe has a hand in you and this individual coming together for a greater purpose, maybe even fulfilling some sort of life purpose or mission together. Wow, that's some incredible shit right there. So that is pretty good. I say that there's definitely something pretty awesome to look forward to next year. But you had to go through something in order to get to this point. So now we're going to go into the turkey, which is what have you been stuffing deep down inside that will now need to be released? All right, let's look at it. This is like totally crooked, but you know, it is what it is, right? All right. Bodies of water. Water, what is water? Emotions. We got to let it flow. We got to let it go. What I suggest, you guys, if that's it, not saying that this is going to clear it completely, but start to practice this Start to practice this kind of ritual of writing something down. Okay, burn it if you want to, and release it in a stream of water, and just watch it be taken and carried from your life. This could be a nice ritual for you guys to do over and over again until you really feel that shift. Okay, but this is also about letting your emotions flow. If you need to cry, if you need to process, you need to heal, this could be maybe working with someone like a spiritual counselor, just a counselor, a psychologist, a professional, to do some of this purging and this healing. Okay. But there's definitely something to do with the emotions that needs to be released here. We need to let something flow through us. We need to give ourselves permission to feel the pain so we can move through it, or to cry, or to be emotional about something. We need to give ourselves permission to do it, because stifling it or pretending it doesn't hurt us is actually keeping you stuck, or it's keeping you low. So it says recharge your batteries by letting this flow. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so we have fear. So it could just be that we have a lot of fear. We have fear facing this. We have fear that if we let ourselves go, or maybe if we tell ourselves something like the truth instead of a story, that somehow it's going to hurt too much. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories to keep ourselves safe, because the truth is too difficult. It's too hard. It's too painful to deal with the truth. But it says, let go of the fearful stories that you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So this is about taking a step. Maybe it's too overwhelming to deal with something head on completely. So why don't you take baby steps with dealing with this? You don't have to deal with everything all at once, but maybe take a step today. Take a step towards healing. Take a step towards joining a support group, or making that phone call, or looking at that picture, or opening up a letter, or something. Whatever it is that we've been hiding from, we need to start peeling it back like the onion, layers of an onion. We might cry, but this is necessary in order for us to let go of all the stifling energy. Okay, so I don't know what that is for all of you guys, but this is what we're getting here. All right, let's see what else. Boar. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Holy smokes. So it's like, like the boar, we're going to have to face this. It's time. It's time to face something. Okay. Let's just say you're avoiding someone. You're avoiding someone because you're afraid. This is about working on your healing, working on your empowerment, so you don't have to be in such a state of fear. Whatever's keeping you fearful, it is about working on that. It is about eliminating that fear, okay? And if someone is keeping you fear-based, a fearmonger, or somebody who's, telling you you're never going to amount to anything, this and that, it might be removing this person from your life. That could be it as well. All right, let's see what else. The King of Cups. So as the King of Cups can be a counselor, because this is somebody who is understanding and you can trust, and they're very compassionate with what you have to say. Okay. This could just be a dear friend, somebody that you trust, that basically you can talk to about something. Okay. But this is also about getting in touch with your emotions. You can see he has his hand on his heart. This is a heartfelt message. This is getting in touch with the emotions. Very important here. Maybe it's somebody that you want to have a conversation with, and you're afraid that they're not going to understand you and they're not going to be compassionate. But it could be that it's better to just tackle this, safely. So that way you can stop telling yourself the story, whatever it is. And that story alone could be holding you back. I remember there was something that I had faced, and it wasn't actually that I was even looking for any resolution in that situation. I actually really wasn't. I didn't really expect anything would even come of it, but it was the fear of not being able to do this one thing was really keeping me stuck. And once I did it, I felt so free. Now, what's interesting is that it opened up a book and a chapter that really I didn't need to go down that road again. But I think everything happens for a reason, and that situation naturally resolved and ended. And, it's like, okay, next. Now that phase is over, which is good. But it was the fear that was holding me back. And once I conquered that fear, that was something. That was really something. And the energy flowed again for me. So, just wanted to put that out there. Sometimes it's just the act of doing it. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is stepping into your power. So it is time. It's time to either take the lead in your healing. Other people are not going to, make it easy for you sometimes. Sometimes you're not going to get the apology that you feel like you deserve. Sometimes you're just going to have to do the work on your own. Sometimes you're going to have to heal all on your own. We're not always going to be able to reconcile with people. We're not always going to be able to work things through with people. So we're going to have to get to a point with ourselves where we're responsible for our own healing, and we just need to do it already. We have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a card where we're overanalyzing. And I just feel like that's what we're doing. We're almost keeping ourselves stuck by telling ourselves story, or kind of staying in a little bit of a fantasy land, or procrastinating on not dealing with something. We're not facing something because it's easier. But actually, the more energy and time that you put into avoiding something rather than just doing it, it's like once you finally do it, you're just like, oh God, why did I wait so long? Why did I tell myself all these stories that weren't even true? It's like you find out, you talk to someone and you're like, that's not even what was going on. And I was like suffering this whole time for nothing. Stupid. So that could be it for some of you guys. So what have you been stuffing down and that needs to be released? It's either your emotions, or it's a hang up, or a situation, or a story that we're telling ourselves, and we just need to deal with it already, or work on letting this go. So I hope that makes sense to someone out there. All right, you guys, now we're going to go into the guests, which are, how are other people impacting you at this time? Let's look at this. How are other people in your life impacting you at this time? Okay, we have start delegating. This is telling me here that you might be taking on other people's shit. You might be doing too much for other people and you're not delegating. It may be that there are other people around you that do want to help you, but maybe you're too much of a control freak to let it go and let other people help you. Maybe you have a lot of resentment deep down inside, and you feel like no one is helping you, but you're not asking for help. So I'm just throwing out all those different scenarios because that can sometimes happen, and you bury yourself because you refuse to ask for help. I just feel like there's a lot of people that want to help you, or there are other people that you can collaborate with to get a job done quicker or to make something easier. So start looking at other people in your environment to be a team with. It's about being a team player, teamwork here. Yeah, and we also have surrender comparisons with other people. And this is a tough one, especially in the day of social media, where it just seems like, other people have it going on. Other people are doing better than you. It's very easy to get caught up in it. But at the end of the day, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Okay? Stop giving your power away to other people. Stop focusing on other people and focus on yourself. Okay? And also, this is about enemies, frenemies, whatever. We tell ourselves a lot of stories like, oh, this person is this and this person is that, but then you don't really know them, and then you get to know them and you're just like, wow, they're really cool. So this is about making sure that you're not telling yourself a bunch of stuff. Open yourself up to maybe new relationships or getting to know people, and then make decisions. But don't tell yourself a bunch of stories on preconceived notions or maybe past traumas, etc. Because sometimes we don't even know people, yet we've already feel like we got them figured out, and we really don't, So there's something about connecting with other people instead of separating yourself because of maybe some negative experiences in the past. All right, let's see what else. Mouse, you're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. This is interesting. The mouse can sometimes be someone that is nibbling. They're nibbling at you. They're nibbling at something that's important to you. So maybe you need to pay closer attention to someone specific. Maybe somebody who is trying to help you. You do need to be discerning. Why are they offering so much? Why do they want to help me so much? Sometimes there are strings attached. So that's very interesting. Spirit is immediately kind of not contradicting, but basically saying you need to be balanced. Sometimes we get in good moods and we just want to collaborate with everybody. We want to trust everybody. We want to say yes to everything, and we want to do a bunch of stuff and involve people in everything. But sometimes other people do not have the best intentions. Sometimes people are just straight up fucked up. and they don't always want to do you right. They want to do you wrong. They want to do you dirty. They're just rotten. And the world is unfortunately, full of some of these people. So we do have to be careful, especially if you're an empath and you're giving and you're kind and you want to give to other people. But when you're giving to other people, if they're not giving back, or it's not a reciprocal connection and you feel like you're being used, you need to pay attention to that. Okay? Maybe you're not like them. You guys are not on the same page. So there's nothing wrong with surrendering those people if they're not your people. Just because you meet people, just because you work with people, just because someone likes you, that doesn't mean that you can't say no to that person. It doesn't mean you have to be their friend because they want to be your friend. It doesn't mean that you have to, try to like someone because they're attracted to you. Sometimes you just have to say no to people because they're not your people. They're not on the same page as you. It's just, you don't mesh. So it's about learning to find your voice as well. So when it comes to other people, there's a bunch of different messages there. Just take what you will and what resonates, but that is the message. Pay attention to people that you just know aren't for you, and don't be afraid to say no. Say it politely, but no, or just don't engage. Stop giving to people that don't give back. Stop giving to people that just selfishly take. Cut them off. Don't be afraid to do that. We have wise counselor. That right there is the Hierophant. So this is about, what's a wise counselor? To me, this is the divine that is counseling you in how to deal with people, relationships. And also this is about values. Not everybody has the same values. Not everybody wants the same things. So to me, this is all about learning who your tribe is, learning what people in your life. And yeah, unfortunately, you are comparing other people to people. This is saying surrender, but I feel like there is another message here saying that is really the only way sometimes that we know what we want, is by figuring out what we don't want. That's how you learn what you do want. You learn by that. You learn from your mistakes. So don't be afraid to learn what you want and to do things differently the next time by, falling prey or having a bad experience with someone else. Learn from those experiences. Don't let those robber mice take future love and connection away from you just because they were rotten. That's interesting. Let's see what else. If somebody doesn't want what you want, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time trying to tell people what you need, or who you want them to be. Try not to waste your time. People either get you and you belong together, or you don't. The more that you waste your time trying to do that, or maybe trying to be who other people want you to be so that way they love you and accept you, waste of time. So this is a robber mouse. This is someone who is robbing you of time. Don't let other people rob you of time. Time is precious. You only have one life to live that you remember, Maybe some people remember past lives, but, this is it. This is it for now that you're going to remember. So make the best of it and stop wasting time. That's the wise counselor coming through and saying, stop wasting time. Don't let people rob you of too much time. Learn from it and move on. Yep, Five of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Not every door is meant to open for you. Sometimes doors are closed for a reason. Sometimes rejection is for your divine protection. Sometimes you're actually being assisted. What we pray for, I just pray that this happens. And then when it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that your prayers weren't answered. It just means that it was answered in a way that you don't understand because something wasn't right for you. Something is not a green light. It's a red light. It's a stop. It's a no. And we don't always want to accept that, but that still is an answer. It's just not the answer that maybe we wanted. So that's kind of interesting. So not everybody that you meet, not everything that you want in life, not everybody that you're attracted to is going to be a match. We have the Three of Fire. Just carry on. Keep expanding, right? Open your mind. Open your mind and expand your horizons. Keep going after your goals. Keep traveling until you find your match. So a lot of different messages there when it comes to the people in our environment. But I feel like the biggest one is that, there are people out there that do want to help you And there are other people out there that want to take from you and use you. Be discerning and figure out who that is, and don't be afraid to say no. And also, not every single person that you encounter is going to be for you. And so try not to get so hung up on this person doesn't like me, I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable. It just means you're not on the same page, and that is okay. It's just not a match, And try not to rob precious years of your time trying to change other people's minds or trying to change yourself to be what they want. You either are who you are and they are who they are, and it works, or it just doesn't. So, all right, that's what we got for that. Now we're going to go into cider, something worth celebrating. What is something worth celebrating right now? Let's get some positive messages. Something worth celebrating. Actually, the first two messages were real positive. Hey, something we're celebrating is you, your home, who you are, where you live, your physical body, where you feel safe right now, who you are, the foundation that you've built in life. That's worth celebrating. And it's also about being grateful for who you have in your environment right now. So many times we focus on the people or the things that we no longer have. Instead, focus on who's in your life right now, who's there for you, who wants to be in your world, in your life, instead of other people that don't. So try to shift your focus, I feel, at this time. And tomorrow, this is like a great time to basically just, be grateful. And this entire week, just be grateful. Hell, I think November is like an entire month to be grateful, for what you do have. So maybe a gratitude list or something like that. All right, you guys, let's see what else. What else do we got? Worth celebrating. Okay, we have it's worth celebrating, play. Take a break from overthinking a goal, do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Remember, we had that joy energy. So it's worth celebrating just by having a good time. It's worth Why is this so blurry? You see, when I take that candle away, it like clears it up. It's almost like the light is preventing the focus here. So I'm just going to move that away because it's really bugging me. But yeah, surrender to play, celebrate by just being a little bit more playful and allowing yourself to just have a good time. Maybe stay home, maybe play games, watch some movies, relax, take a nap, spend some time outdoors, play with your pets. We don't always have to go outside of the house in order to have a good time. So this is about staying in and being creative and maybe doing some things at home that bring you happiness and joy. So that's something we're celebrating. So some of you guys are actually going to be celebrating, for Thanksgiving. You're going to be celebrating for the holidays. You're going to be spending more time at home, perhaps staying indoors. So that's really, really cool. All right, let's see what else. What else is worth celebrating? Something worth celebrating. We have platypus. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That message is amazing because that's exactly what's already been coming through. Focus on the things that are good in your life instead of focusing on what you don't have or people that are not in your life right now. Really focus more on things that are in front of you and be grateful for those connections and be grateful for what you do have. And it's as simple as, if you do celebrate Thanksgiving, it's as simple as just sitting there and looking at your meal and knowing that not everybody has that plate of food in front of them in the world. There's a lot of people that are going without right now. And so it's about being grateful for something just like that. Okay. All right. Let's get a few more energies here of something worth celebrating. Celebrate the family that you're with, the friends that you're with, the shelter that you have over your head, the warm place that you have to put your head on a pillow, and the food that you have on your plate. It's just simple things like that are worth celebrating. We have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very emotional and very deep and empathetic and sensitive, even psychic. She's very giving and very kind. So something we're celebrating is that you're a really good person with a kind heart. And maybe not every single individual has valued that. Maybe you've actually been taken advantage of a lot in this life because you're so giving and kind. Remember, it's that reminder, don't let other people steal your joy or steal your kindness. Learn, be more discerning, hold healthy boundaries with toxic people, but don't change who you are, and don't change the love that you experience in this life on account of those very toxic people. Just keep being yourself, but just be smarter next time. So it's worth celebrating that you were at least yourself. You are authentic. You put yourself out there, and maybe it didn't work out, but that's what you can celebrate. At least you were yourself. At least you were yourself. Can't say that for everybody. Yeah, but see, this is just, again, protection. Be the Queen of Cups. Learn from these people. Learn from the people that have screwed you over. Learn from the people that have hurt you. Learn from the people that have taken from you, stolen from you, just downright screwed you over. Learn from it. But be resilient, bounce back, and just be prepared that the world is full of takers. And you're going to learn to be discerning moving forward on who to trust and who to give to, and who to just be, say, what, I'm okay, thanks, but no thanks. Learning to say no with kindness. And we have the Knight of Fire. The Knight of Fire is Sagittarius energy. I really like this because we're in Sagittarius season. This is Cancer, by the way. But this is a new path that's opening up for us. We're opening ourselves up to a new adventure. We're feeling more confident, more independent. We're feeling really, really good. Maybe we're going to be traveling. But whatever this is, we're very confident that we're going to be okay despite the circumstances, despite what other people are doing, despite the heartaches in life, despite what's going on in the world. We can choose to be happy, and we can choose to take a more loving and even just compassionate approach. Okay, but we don't have to also be in the line of fire to people that, want to screw you over. So anyways, it's about being lovingly strong. I love that. All right, now we're going to end this reading with the pumpkin pie, a sweet surprise just around the corner. All right, what do we need to know? A sweet surprise just around the corner. Yes, baby. Hey, we have Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So sweet surprise just around your corner is that there is more. There is enough to go around for everybody. I mean, how many times when we are looking at the world and we're just like, wow, all the great ideas are used up, or, oh gosh, there's just no more left in that situation, or I had my happiness. I had my time. Guess what? There's enough to go around for today, tomorrow, and, for the rest of your life. There's more for you to experience. Your life has not ended. It's not over. Doesn't matter what age you are. There's still something left for you to experience. So don't cut yourself off with, the attitude of it's too late. Don't do that. Because Spirit is basically saying here that there's a surprise. You will be surprised by something that is in store for you here in the future. Yep. Surrender your belief in scarcity, because that's what it is. It's a mindset. When we feel like, there's not enough to go around for everybody, it basically is putting these blocks in our lives. And it's saying here, you can remove these blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. I understand. I mean, yes. Okay. So let's just say, let's just be realistic. Let's just say you're 70 or 80. I just watched the Golden Bachelor. Frickin' love it, by the way. I boycotted the Bachelor franchise for something a long time ago that I just thought was absolute BS. And so I boycotted it. And it had nothing to do with getting rid of Chris Harrison, by the way. It was way before that, actually. But I just decided to give it a chance because I was like, oh, the Golden Bachelor, it's kind of cool. They're just older people. I could totally resonate more with that. Love it, by the way. I wish it could be like this all the time. Not saying I don't like the young folks either, but it's just something more real about it with these older people. And I'm just like, oh my God, they're like in their 70s. And they're still going after love, and they're experiencing their life. And I'm like, man, some of these women are in better shape than me. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be I'm going to be 48, you guys, in a couple of days. So it's just like, it's all about your mindset and what you're willing to do and the life that you want to live. Anything is possible, really. I understand if you have some sort of physical limitations and things like that, there might be some things that you just can't do. It wouldn't be good for you. But I'm just saying in general, this is telling you that if you believe you can't do it, you're not going to be able to do that. But if you truly believe in love and life and that you can experience joy and happiness and life isn't over for you, you will create those experiences. So a sweet surprise is around the corner, but it is about shifting your mindset. So we need to do that, I feel, to experience more joy, especially coming next year. Panda. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. Love it. I do feel like some of you guys are going to be able to work from home, or you're going to be able to create like a business that you run from home. I got that earlier. Okay. So if you feel like you're not going to be able to do that, you're going to have to start to shift your mindset. You can do that. Okay. You're going to have to create the space though for it. Create a sacred space for yourself. But this is also about creating a space that you love. A place that you love to spend time in. So if you can't stay in your bedroom, you can't stay in your home, you can't stay in this, find ways to create this space to be what you love it, want it to be. Love it. This is also your physical body. If you don't like where you're at physically, health-wise, etc., you've got the power to change it. You absolutely do. Anything is possible. So if you don't love yourself and you don't like the way that you look, it is time to change that shit. And you can do it at any time, at any age, to obviously to a certain extent. But let's go ahead and get some final tarot cards here. A sweet surprise around the corner. It's coming. Sweet surprise just around the corner. King of Wands. There could be a King of Wands on the horizon for you. Absolutely. There could be this new person that's coming into your life. It came up earlier as the Knight of Cups, but this right here is Leo's energy. But this is about like owning your own business, inspiring other people, being a way shower for others, just feeling really, truly alive. And we have the Moon's energy. So the Moon energy here. So this is the sweet surprise just around the corner. It's a mystery. The Moon is a mystery. The Moon is cycles. So this is going to happen in divine timing. So try not to focus on when something's going to happen. Just let it roll. And then we have the Four of Air. Just relax. Just relax. There is something amazing around the corner. You are either going to be happy with another person and or happy with yourself, incredibly happy doing what you love to do for a living, living your dreams, having a dream life, dream partner, etc. So just try to relax, be in a peaceful state, and just know that something amazing is around the corner. So anyways, you guys, that's what we have. I really hope that you enjoy these messages. And I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to those of you that celebrate. And I will catch you guys next week for a new reading. All right. You guys take care. Bye-bye.